Welcome everyone to another video. My name is Hago, aka Hags, and today a topic I have left for a little too long. And the topic at question is how to sell your property for the most value. A topic that it will apply to everyone. You have a buy to let, you're looking to sell that. A flip, of course, again, that's a huge one. If it's your own personal home and you're looking to relocate, and starting straight off with the estate agent. They are, of course, the most important because they're the ones who are actually going to sell the property for you. The best way to actually find the right agent is to start off by looking around the area and seeing what they are selling. Not only that, but you can find out what they've previously sold, such as a sold subject to contract. And the more you see of this with the one agent, the more, of course, they are reputable. So this is one check mark already done to prove that they are reputable. They also have buyers, because if they've sold previous properties in the local area, then that means their mailing list is, of course, getting fuller, which means that they can attract those buyers to come and purchase yours, because, of course, they would have missed out on the previous property. And not only that, you can get some agents around and you can have a good conversation with them and see what they know, what they don't know. And if it's a local agent, I always want to go for an agent who is not too far away from the area, because of course they've sold local properties in the area, but also they are located here. Also through the photos and description, of course, making sure that when the agent comes to take the photos, you always ask them to send it to yourself and the description before they even list it, to make sure that the photos are good, the description is very good and informative, and also they have positioned the photos in the right order. The first photo is, of course, the front of the property. The second is the kitchen, third is the bathroom, and then the rest of the property. Of course, if your kitchen isn't as nice, you can always shuffle that further back of the pack, put the best room as the second photo. As well as that, maybe a floor plan. If they can add a floor plan, that's always great. Sometimes I do see agents not having a floor plan, and it sort of can put some people off, because as they're looking at listing, they just get a bit confused, and it could obviously just put them off. And the most important thing is getting people to the property. And once you get into the property, you can hopefully negotiate something to get an offer. It's almost like trying on a shoe. If you go out and you're looking to buy a shoe, you try one on, you get more chance of them buying it than online. And in terms of contract, I'm very picky, and I've sold plenty of properties in my time. So I would say I've got a good knowledge of all of this stuff. And in terms of contract, I will never do a multi-agency. Why? Because if you have a multi-agency, you almost already don't trust the agent. Not only that, you look quite desperate online when you see your house about 3 times in a row with 3 different agents. It just makes you look desperate. It makes you look like you want to sell the property quicker and you're not going to attract the right buyers. So what I recommend is to go for a sole agency, which means it's just one agent, you've signed a contract with them, and it's for a certain period of time. For me, the longest I'll do is around 2 to 3 months, of course, negotiating that with the agent. And of course, if they are reputable enough, I don't mind maybe pushing that a bit further. But the reason being is because it might just not work out. And when it comes to viewing the property, whether you live in there or you're doing some works or anything along the lines, if the agent calls and says, we have viewings booked on these days, make that free. See what's being sold already, speak to a lot of agents, call a couple of agents, and also see what is sold subject to contract, which means, of course, they have recently sold. And I've got a great experience of this. If you want to see a video of all my reality of property investing, all the behind the scenes, let me know, drop a like. This stuff is overseen and you only see the nice side on the YouTube. A prime example of that is my previous flip. The agent I had it with actually sold a house on the same road not too long ago. I ended up listing it with them. The price for me and my due diligence was correct, but it just felt like there was no effort being put in. They weren't calling other people. They weren't updating me either. I would have to call. And in the end, I went with a new agent, and within a week of it being listed, We had a load of offers at the same price. I didn't reduce it at all. And we sold it within 2 weeks. So it just shows that I know the market's not great right now, but this is why you need to really focus on picking the right agent and of course getting the price right. And of course the photos and all that other stuff I've spoken about. But if you have any other questions on how to sell your property for the most value, let me know down below. But there we have it. I've been Hagop, aka Hags. Don't forget the name, and I'll catch you in the next video.